I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. In remarks on the House floor Monday, Congressman Tom Malinowski spoke about the shooting in Buffalo. He condemned social media algorithms and politicians for amplifying the hateful ideas that allegedly inspired the accused shooter. The New Jersey Democrat said that, quote, "We have a domestic terrorism problem in America." Malinowski said that leaders on the right and the left need to try to calm things down. Here's more from his remarks.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members may have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and to include extraneous material on this measure.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, before I begin debate on today's legislation, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the tragic, bloody events of this weekend in Milwaukee, Buffalo, and Orange County, California. The loss of life and injury to innocent people, as we all know, are staggering. These incidents are all under investigation. But from a Homeland Security perspective, I'd like to zero in particular on the events in New York, where we have, I think, a fairly good picture of what motivated a man to gun down innocent people, an event that has happened too many times in recent history in our country. This young man clearly was motivated by an idea, a hateful idea, a racist idea, and one that is sadly familiar to us. It's the same idea that motivated another man to gun down African Americans in Charleston, South Carolina. The same idea that motivated yet another man to gun down Hispanic Americans in El Paso, Texas. The same idea that motivated another man to gun down Jewish Americans in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's an idea that spreads on the internet, but it doesn't just spread organically. Social media companies write algorithms deliberately designed to connect people who are susceptible to this hateful idea to others who may be propagating it. It's an idea that sadly is sometimes amplified and legitimized by political leaders and media personalities in our country. We have a domestic terrorism problem in America. We all understand that on the Homeland Security Committee. If this problem was coming from outside the United States, it would be easy for us to come together to deal with it. Imagine if, after the September 11 attacks, there were cable news hosts who, night after night, propagated ideas straight from al-Qaeda's propaganda materials. We wouldn't tolerate it. Nobody would for one moment think that that was acceptable in the United States of America. But because it is a domestic problem rooted in our own society, it's harder. We have to find a way to come together nonetheless. I think there are 2 kinds of leaders in America today, not Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative. There are leaders who, when they see a fire burning, they reach for a bucket of water to put it out. And there are leaders who, when they see a fire burning, reach for a can of gasoline to make that fire burn even more. We desperately need leaders in this country of both political parties who will try to calm things down, who will tamp down these horrible, hateful ideas, whether they're coming from the left, the right, wherever they're coming from, because these ideas are leading to people being gunned down in our country, and it's unacceptable and it has to stop.